eating and in a different location than usual, so I am not going to be able to have a webcam on, and my mic will go off and on. But I am going to play some Epic tonight. Let's go ahead and get into that. Right now I got a dark draft going with someone, but they're not the most active, so we'll have to see about some other games while we wait around. Ooh, yes please, thank you, goodbye. Sorry if there's any background noise. If it's getting real bad, I can go ahead and mute my mic for a little bit. Let's see if anyone's around. I'm going to challenge Nebri, who's a new player but very adamant about the game. Just started the other day and is playing a lot and streaming some, which is exciting. So we'll see if anyone shoots me a request. I've posted a few times about it. So there was just recently an update, so now the game does not have the lag issues it did over the last patch, so that's always a benefit. And should get more players going, which is exciting. Alright, we got more activity in the Stark draft, so that's always good. Here I'm just kind of taking good stuff, some zeros. I was saying good stuff just as in like quality of cards, but actually I wouldn't mind going towards a little bit more good. So we'll pick up Divine Judgment. I'll be pretty happy with that. See what else we can get past. We'll go ahead and queue up a couple new game duels. We'll queue up a draft, see if anyone's drafting. And then we'll do constructed. I still haven't updated my constructed decks, but I'll queue up one with the blue aggro deck. And then we got a draft going with Emperor of Tide, or Emperor Otide. Here we're going to take the final task. I think it's probably the best card in the pack. Unicorn is a fine card, but like Final Task I think has more versatility. And then it looks like we queued into a constructed game with Epic Agenda. So that should be good too. I don't, or no, I fought Epic Agenda or Derek Arnold once at Origins. It was the last round of Swiss and it ended up in a draw, I believe. Yeah. I ended up with 2 draws in the Swiss rounds, so I was 8 points, which is kind of weird. We're just waiting for a potential opponent to get back, keep playing with us. Not sure where the sound is. If you guys are getting any sound, because I'm not. So I may restart the game. Alright, we got Guild Demon coming in. And then nothing else in this pack's that great. We'll take the Soul Hunter. But I doubt it will be that great. We're gonna take this Brave Squire happily. Blue Dragon is a fine card. Erase is fine. Thrasher Demon's okay. Try Horror's not that great. Brave Squire's definitely the best though. Here we're taking Wither, and then I mean technically we could take the Psi Assault and target ourselves, but that seems really bad. So we're gonna take the Inner Demon. It's a draw two, and provides a little bit of upside with removal. Um, Here I think we're gonna take the Spike Trap. Angelic Protector, Dren of Sands, both are fine airborne champions. Worm Hatchling's fine, and Seeds Fire's fine. Like the pack's all around pretty good. We're gonna take that Spike Trap though. Wave of Transformation, and then we don't have very much green, so T-Rex is not looking towards us, so we're taking that Storm. Here we're gonna take that Winter Fairy. It just establishes the board. Um, it's always awkward to play a champion as the first person to put something on the board with both players having gold up, so getting stuff like Winter Fairy that will always get you some value is definitely right. Here we're going to take the Palace Guard, and then I'm looking at the Plentiful Dead. I already have a lot of evils, so Plentiful Dead's really helping secure going into like an evil shell. Here we're going to take that Medusa, get that loyalty going. Drinker Blood and Lash, they're both fine. Drinker Blood's really only fine if you have the full combo though, and I don't. Here we're taking that Angel of Death, happily. And then I'm looking towards the White Dragon. I really like having a lot of zero costs in my deck. It's very rare that you have too many. Here I want that Dark Knight, and I want the Pyromancer, and I want the Necromancer Lord. Oh, this pack's pretty crazy. um, I'm leaning towards the Zombie Apocalypse. It gives me a 2 out of 3 off-turn board clears. Means that if my opponent took Drinker, they won't be able to use it very effectively. Whereas Dark Knight is great. You know, it's 0, gets in 5 damage. Necromancer Lord is just such high value in this deck. Pyromancer is just like a nice card in general. But my opponent's not going to use the Necromancer Lord. I have a couple ways to deal with Dark Knight pretty cleanly. And so I'm going to take the Zombie Apocalypse. Here, we get an interesting position. We don't like this Army of the Apocalypse too much. We like this Lord of the Arena. It's a Punisher. We don't really have those yet. We might take the army though. We're gonna take the army. Well, we probably won't ever use it to make everybody come back, but we could potentially. It also just is a draw two and in color. All right, so now we get another interesting choice. Flame Strike, Rage, and Juggernaut. Juggernaut isn't ever gonna get loyalty in this deck, so it's probably ruled out. Flame Strike adds some reach, which I always like having. Rage works really well with Lord of Arena, but not much else in my deck. I already passed Lash, so passing Rage with it, it's kind of painful, but like I can play around both. So I'm gonna take the Flame Strike, just get that extra reach. And then here we're taking Fireball and Divine Judgment. Um, what Memory Spirit might be really good here. I want a Divine Judgment because I like having a lot of board clears in my deck. But then like Fireball probably is just better than Memory Spirit, so I'm gonna take Fireball. Here we're looking at Word of Summoning or Crystal Golem. We don't really have that many off-turn big champions to put in, so we're gonna go and take the Crystal Golem. Word of Summoning's also fine. Keeper of Secrets is great if you're in blue. Time Walker is okay if you have a lot of zero cost champions. And Lying in Wait's here we're taking the Watchful Gargoyle. This cave troll's almost never gonna come back, but I think we still probably take it. The People's Champion's just so lackluster. Yeah. Here we're taking Top Plucker. It's easy. Always pick Top Plucker. Unless like some weird situation arises, but I'm not sure what that would be. Hurricane, fine board clear. Angel of Light, great life gain. Nice 5/6 body to put out. But we definitely want to stop Plucker. Here we're gonna take the Kong. It Kongs things. Um, and then we're picking up so many slow champions because this pack only gives us slow stuff. We're not gonna hit loyalty for Steel Golem Bearer, so we're gonna take the Thundarus. It's probably not gonna do much work, but it could potentially do something nice. We'll find out if my opponent can deal with it effectively or not, though. Alright, so here's between Unquenchable Thirst and Rain of Fire. So Unquenchable Thirst actually is going to be pretty solid in our deck. It's almost always going to be active to kill like 3 health things, which is pretty nice. But Rain of Fire gets our Cave Troll more online and gives us a bit more reach. And since we already have some reach, getting more is better. Here we're going to take the Pack Alpha. It establishes the board pretty well. We could go for the Vital Mission Thundarus combo, but that's just like not my favorite combo. Bellowing Minotaur is always lackluster, so we're going to take the Deadly Raid. And this deck looks pretty solid. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 zeros? I'd like a few more, but it looks fine. We are going first, so we want this Pack Alpha in hand. We don't want this Flame Strike. Um, it's debatable if we want the Angel of Death. We'll toss it. We'll keep the other cards. Alright, this hand is fine. So we're gonna make some dogs, which is fine. It's better than a lot of plays you can do on turn 1, so I'm happy with it. Here my opponent doesn't want to just erase my Pack Alpha, so he erased a Wolf token, drew 2 cards. Which is completely fine by me. Like, that means that I am ending up with a Pack Alpha in play. Alright, so he's attacking with a Dark Knight. I'll go ahead and block with my Wolf token. I still have my gold, he still has his. And if he ends turn, I'm happy with that. If he doesn't end turn, then I'm still pretty happy, because I have mostly fine answers to whatever he does. Um, but we'll have to see what he ends up choosing. He has 6 cards and I have 4, so passing here isn't that great for him, because it puts me up to 5. But it also is fine for him, in the sense that I think leaving a Pack Alpha out sucks, so he probably has to figure out what he's doing. Alright, he's biting my Pack Alpha, and playing an Ogre Mercenary. So I'm going to play Divine Judgment to draw 2, and then probably Rain of Fire to kill everything. Or I guess I can Rain of Fire, draw 2, Divine Judgment, kill everything, and that's just a small bit cleaner because it doesn't give him a discard pile. Yeah, that seems fine. I could also just like Fireball kill everything. But we're gonna draw 2 right now. And see where we end up from there. I'm gonna go check on my other draft real fast, just keep things update. Good. We're gonna take this Rampaging Worm, and I guess like Angel of Mercy. Yeah. All right, back to the Emperor of Tide game after this pick. All right, surprise attack. All right, so we could Fireball his team, which means we don't have Fireball in our hand anymore, which kind of stinks. We can Divine Judgment the team, which means we don't have a Word Clear in hand. We could ignore that and just kind of attack, but that doesn't seem very good. Um, hmm. I think I play the Divine Judgment and keep the Fireball up. Just because I want to be able to kill like a Muse if my opponent plays Muse. I have Thought Plucker. But yeah, I think keeping my Zeros is probably better. I'm gonna restart my game real fast. I've got a weird audio issue, so. There we go. So much better. Loading game data. Jeez, that scared me for a second. He plays a Pyromancer, that's fine. It's not the best, but like, I'm down one card, and that's fine. Yeah. I don't have a great answer to the Pyromancer right now, but I'm sure I'll draw something decent soon. What we can draw is like Kong, Flame Strike, Inner Demon, Crystal Golem, kind of. Here we're just gonna make a zombie. Alright. We could make a zombie final task. Didn't see Amnesia. Past Keeper of Secrets. Trying to decide if it's worth Plentiful Deading and leaving it in the discard pile. Could also block with the 2 wolf tokens if we final task. No, it just blocked with the Pack Alpha and the zombie and the zombie. Yeah. Hmm. We could also Gargoyle. Let's Gargoyle. Ooh. So now I can Spike Trap after blocking if my opponent doesn't deal with this. Sorry, I'm also eating, so I sometimes mute my mic. Let's see. Yeah, so he's trying to decide if if he wants this to connect or not. So if I block, I Spike Trap, I don't get to recycle. Kind of stinky. It means I go down to 4 cards in hand. I'll have 5. How fine is that? I think that's fine. I could also like final task with Plentiful Dead and then Spike Trap afterwards. We'll block. I kind of like the Plentiful Dead play. Keeps my hand more full. Yeah, let's do that. It only loses to a couple Punishers, so like... the game is... I think this is my connection, but I could be wrong. I might have a weird connection tonight. We drew Medusa, which is nice, potentially. Yes, it's That's very nice. But it does not answer anything right this moment. So here, if Ben manages to kill my Goyle, um, I have Fireball to finish off the Pyromancer, which is pretty nice. Stops him from getting away with keeping his thing after all my plays. And that's where the Fireball over Divine Judgment was nice. Is the in-game audio too quiet, by the way, or is it good? Alright, he's just playing a Triceratops, that's fine. Take my turn. Off the top. Bye-bye. Alright, we'll just end the turn. Now if my opponent spends their gold, I'll go ahead and play a White Dragon and recycle. But I don't want to overcommit the board and give away free information. So, as much as I want this White Dragon in play, if my opponent doesn't spend their gold, I'll be happy. If they play a Muse, I have Fireball. Yeah. And I have 6 cards and my opponent has 5, so I managed to step up by slipping in that draw 2 last turn. Even though there was a Triceratops making their Hand of Smallwit more cushioned, but I'm happy. Alright, just drawing 2 cards, but that's fantastic for me. I have Medusa to deal with anything he plays on his turn. He's got 6 cards, I've got 6, he goes to 7 on his turn. I think I still play White Dragon here, though. Because it will force a board clear. That's fine. The Thought Plucker draw is pretty big. Because it means that if my opponent just like board clears, I don't have to play Medusa on an empty board in order to maintain pressure. Obviously I haven't touched my opponent's life total yet, which kind of sucks, but like I've got this Lord of the Arena, which if I can slip it in at the right time, just is gonna tear my opponent apart. So I've got a few things to work with. Yeah, there's the board clear. It doesn't even deal with my token, which is fantastic. And then I'm just gonna pluck. I'm not really attacking the hand here, but my opponent still is gonna feel the urge to kill the Thought Plucker, because if it doesn't go unanswered, then it just stays out and wins the game. It draws me too many cards, while also reducing my opponent's hand size. So even though my opponent's hand is up at 6, down to 5 when I play this, like, they have to deal with it, which is pretty crazy. And I have most of the zero cost removal, so on my turn, I'll probably try and kill it, and then I'll get in with the Lord of the Arena. Keeper of Secrets. Okay. Not too sure what that keeper's doing right now, but we'll find out. Probably gonna recycle, actually, and get away with getting the Wolf Companion. But I want to leave the Fireball up at the moment. No, I should have Fireballed that. Okay, that's fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'd be fine passing here, but I want to kill this Keeper of Secrets. Alright. Yeah. Too much value. Too much value is going to come out of that if it lives. So he's got 2 recall cards in his discard, so even if his hand becomes too small to really spend his gold, he still can. But they're pretty garbage recall cards. Like, Rally the People isn't that great, and Wolf Companion's even worse, in my opinion. So, he's kind of in this in-between position. Alright, he's just recalling Wolf Companion. Getting a wolf. Taking 2. Oh. What? That was just some bad timing, I think. He already played Inheritance. I have Divine Judgment. So no other board clears are going to banish it because I also have Wave. So I will play the Soul Hunter and pass. No reason to play the Lord of Arena if it's not connecting. I'll just develop my board in a strong way. He could Hurricane, but like Soul Hunter's okay with that. I don't know 4 cards in his hand. But it appears like they're mostly slow because he recalled Wolf Companion. He's just playing an Angel of Light on his turn. Wow. Probably just trying to develop the board a little bit. I know he doesn't have any more off-turn board clears, so here I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and try and pluck first. I'm not sure what he's gonna have to deal with this. Ceasefire. It's pretty good. The board for me is already pretty well fattened, so I'm just gonna like Plentiful Dead and draw 2. Because I don't want to commit any more actual cards to this board for when he does have a board clear. I do get to pluck. Alright, so I've got Wave and Zombie Apocalypse. My hand is looking superb. We'll just do as I said, Plentiful Dead, Army, draw 2. So the Army of the Apocalypse isn't ever going to do anything that relevant for me this game. Because my opponent has Discard Banish and I don't. And I don't have that many relevant champions. Here I'm just gonna pass and discard, maybe like, I guess I'll just play the Cave Troll. I was gonna discard it, so. Alright, there's Apocalypse, deal 5 damage. Oh, we don't actually have any champions to throw off turn. Plentiful Dead. Zombie apocalypse. Get back Plentiful Dead. Yeah, we don't want to let him get away with amnesiaing multiple cards away. Obviously, we don't know if my opponent has amnesia, but they could. Priest of Kalnor. Okie dokie. We'll attack. Sure. So the chances of my opponent actually having very live cards in their hand right now is not very high. So I am going to play the Lord of Arena and come at him. And he eats it. So we have 8 cards. We'll just pass. If he doesn't spend his gold, I'm fine discarding cards. Like, okay, he's got a unicorn. Yeah. Discard Kong. I think I'm gonna try and get in with a Deadly Raid next turn. Like Crystal Golem end of turn, my turn Deadly Raid, swing. White Knight. Break my Soul Hunter seems pretty bad. But we'll see what he does. It's ending. Play that Crystal Golem. And then we'll just try and Deadly Raid on my turn, and I don't think my opponent will have an answer. Swing with everything at once. Yeah. No answer. I have Spike Trap. I have Wave. I have Zombie Apocalypse. He already played Inheritance. Yeah. That should be game. I'm just playing the waiting game for my opponent to respond. So I'm going to attack and then immediately play a Deadly Raid. And Battle Pass. I guess if he has Hurricane. So I should have Brave Squired here. Yeah. Oops. He does have Hurricane in his deck, most likely, so yeah, that was a misplay. If I Brave Squire this, he can't Hurricane to win. Unless he has, like, Haste or Retreat Hurricane. So yeah, he's just got to play Hurricane and I die. Here we're just gonna hop into this draft real fast. I am not too happy with this draft. I am now happy with this draft. Alright, sorry. I've got a billion games that were queued. This hand's fine. Alright, we're just waiting for Ever Otides. Alright, game with epic agendas. More live, so we're gonna hop over to this one. Alright, we connected with the Juggernaut. Always a great feeling to start the game off. Not the best feeling, but pretty darn good. I want this game. I want the Emperor of Tide game to happen. Alright, he's just eating it. Boom. Got there with the Deadly Raid. Alright, we got a Hunting Raptors on my turn. It was Fork Lightning and Flame Strike. We'll pass. So he's playing a burn deck. So this Drain Essence is gonna do some work. Here he's gonna shoot my Juggernaut and say go probably. Let's see, Fork Lightning my face, and Juggernaut, and then Ping face. There's a few plays that I could see happening. Could just be like, ping that, T-Rex. We'll see how this goes. I think he's probably got a couple games going. We're just playing the waiting game, sorry. We'll go ahead and queue up another game. We'll see if we can queue into a real-time draft or something. That would be pretty good. Keep it active. Oh, we did. Ennis. I've never played against Ennis. Alright, here we're gonna take the play, gets board clear, it draws two. It kills Thought Plucker. Funnel Dead, you're committing to evil, not too heavily, but, you know. Erase is a fine card, but I think Plague's better. Vampire Lord, not a great. Thrasher Demon is okay. We'll take the Plague, and we will keep it going. Alright, so we have Plague. We're gonna take White Knight and Faithful Pegasus, I think. They work pretty well on their own and together. Here we're looking at Winter Fairy, Juggernaut, Flame Strike. This is a pretty interesting pack. Flame Strike is very committing. Or, it's not very committing, but I think it's worse than these two generally, as far as like actually being a new deck. I'm gonna take the Winter Fairy. I'm not gonna want to commit to the loyalty for Juggernaut. Here we're gonna take the Palace Guard, and then we're not really forced into any colors yet. Warrior Golem's fine as just a zero cost 4/2. I think I'm gonna take the Murderous Necromancer, maybe lean towards the evil, even though we passed the Plentiful Dead. Um, let's see what happens from there. Here's between Surprise Attack and Triceratops. We'll take the Surprise Attack. We've got a fair number of slow champions already. We also can Surprise Attack out a Triceratops, or a Palace Guard. That's what I was looking for. Here we're taking Haste Retreat and Wither. Life is pretty good. I'm happy with both those cards in my deck. Here we're looking at Spike Trap, Frost Giant, Bitten, Hunting Raptor's not really. We're gonna take the Spike Trap, I think. We've got Ceasefire, and then I do want to pick up the evil cards, but I don't want to force it if it's not gonna work, so I don't really want to take the Dark Assassin, so we'll take the Demon Breach. Here we'll take the Succubus. It's probably the best card in the pack. Here we're taking Dark Knight, and then probably Wave of Transformation. Ogre Mercenary is pretty good, but like Wave of Transformation is an off-turn board clear, and I think Dark Knight's better than Ogre. Here we're taking Fireball, just keeping our zero costs going. We don't have enough blue to make Ice Strike that great, but Crystal Golem would be fine, and Ice Strike we could work towards. But I think Fireball definitely just takes it for that one. Here we're going to take the Guild Demon and Medusa. Be pretty happy that we're leaning towards the evil, and this really tilts us that direction. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 evil cards. We want to pick up about 5 more, but we don't need to pick up that many. Probably at least 2 though. So here we're looking at like Rage, Hurricane, Lightning Storm, even Keeper of Secrets. They're all fine cards. Time Walker's less so. We don't have that many big things, so Rage isn't as important. Our board clears are kind of lacking, but Hurricane's not going to be that great. We passed up some big things like Triceratops, so we'll take the Lightning Storm. Here we're taking Zombie Apocalypse and Ancient Chant. Tri-Horror and Priest of Kalnor are not very high on my list. Here we're taking Muse. I'd like the Memory Spirit or Lash, or even Cave Troll, but Muse is definitely the pick out of that pack. Here we're taking Flash Fire, and then it's between Divine Judgment and Drain Essence. We're going to take Drain Essence. We don't have that many board clears. We have 1, 2 board clears, 3 board clears. But like having the Drain Essence is so important. It gives you so much safety. Wow, so here I normally would just like snap pick this Grave Squire, but like this Angel of Death fits in so well with our deck because we need a few more evil cards and it It's so great with them. How many zero costs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna take this Brave Squire still. Angel of Death though. I love Brave Squire. We'll take the Angel. We'll try it out. But I think Brave Squire is probably the better pick. Necromancer Lord coming to us in our time of need. We don't have very many Punishers, so I'm leaning towards this Rampaging Worm, because that Unicorn is not going to activate very often. But we also need some off-turn champions. How many Punishers do we actually have? We have like 1. Yeah, I guess we have to take the Worm. Here's between like White Dragon, Forked Lightning, and Lurking Giant. I kind of like the White Dragon, even though it's not gonna recycle very often. Forked Lightning's also fine. Get some reach, target some things. Lurking Giant, of course, also does the same kind of deal. We're just gonna take the White Dragon though. Here, taking Army of the Apocalypse. I think it's actually fine in this deck. And then we're gonna take the Worm Hatchling, I think. Although Sea Hydra establishes the board a bit. We don't really have many champions that do that right now, so we'll take the Sea Hydra. Alright, this deck's fine. I think it's a bit worse than last time, but that's okay. Alright, let's get this game started. Alright, let's see. We are going second. We love this Muse. We want this Ancient Chant. We want this Wither. We're just gonna throw the Pegasus. This hand's pretty great. Okay. That's fine by me. Alright, he drew 2. We're gonna go ahead and draw 2 as well. But we're also gonna play a Muse, so see if he has an answer to it or not. And then we've got a Succubus with Blitz on our turn if we want it. We have 7 cards right now. You know, like, he's got 6, we've got 7. We have answers to anything he can play. We don't even need to attack, we can just end. And this is fine. Like, we have a Muse, he has to deal with that. Alright, he's got a Strafing Dragon dealing 5 to that. We're just gonna slam down the Palace Guard, get rid of that. And end. Alright, we're coming in big. This banishes, right? Alright, so here we have a Rude Punish for this. So we're slamming out the Succubus. We're gonna draw a card. We're gonna go ahead and show him Drain Essence in the Zombie Apocalypse. Keep this Wither secret. Then we're gonna banish that. Goodbye. Alright, my turn. So we'll attack for 5 airborne first, or 6 airborne. So it's just making sure our opponent is staying under pressure, not being able to answer things as cleanly as he'd like. So he played his Hurricane. I still had a lot of cards. He's only down to 4 cards. Doesn't have a gold. We're coming out with that Rampaging Worm. Here's where keeping that Wither secret was really important, by the way. I mean, even if he knew about the Wither, he'd probably try and do this. But it means that he felt safe having that Gargoyle in hand, playing that Hurricane. And he clearly was not very safe. So trying to manipulate your opponent to spend their gold first by not showing them your zeros and stuff like that's really important. In addition to like having the Punisher ready when they do spend their gold. My deck doesn't really have that many gold punishing champions. Like we have Succubus, which isn't that big, but then we have Rampaging Worm, which clearly is pretty big. Um, so that's just like anything with Blitz. Here we're just gonna draw two with Ceasefire because we have to discard some cards. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna discard here. Probably White Dragon. Then I don't really want to discard a second zero cost, but like these two one costs are very important. So I'm gonna drop the Spike Trap, keep the Flash Fire up to kill his blockers, have the Dark Knight there to attack with as well. Alright, transforming my dude, that's fine. I don't have another Punisher that's very great, but we have this Dark Knight. We'll go ahead and swing in. What do we have that has recall? Ancient Chant. So I like the cards in my hand. I don't want to spend one to draw two. So we're gonna net the same amount of cards and just use Ancient Chant recall. And here my opponent is still getting pressured. They're at 11 health. I'm at 30. I've got a couple ways to burn them out, but not very many. Kong comes down, slams my Dark Knight right in the face. And then here, I can't immediately kill this Kong, so I'm going to Ancient Chant, see if I can draw like Medusa. We pick up White Knight and Necromancer Lord. Necromancer Lord hits the Palace Guard, which hits the Kong. Yeah, that seems fine. He already knows about these two, so we're going to show them again. We're going to go ahead and show off the Palace Guard. Get the heck rid of that Kong. End the turn with the Wolf token prepared, so that if he just draws two, we can attack, but we don't want to attack into a champion. And here, I've been keeping my hand nice and full, always been able to draw cards, and my opponent's down to 3 cards by the end of my turn. So, it's pretty good. Ancient Chant does a really good job of keeping your hand full, because when you recall it, it gives you 2 cards into your hand, whereas even just playing a draw 2 only gets 1 card into your hand. Like, you net 1 card, you get 2 new cards, but yeah. So my opponent, recognizing they had to kill off my Necromancer Lord, went and played Fork Lightning, killing my Necromancer Lord and hitting me for 5 as well. I think I probably would have killed the Wolf token if I was them, actually. You just don't have anything to deal with my board right now, it seems. So you want to try and just minimize the damage you're taking as much as possible. Here, the Vampire Lord is attacking. I pass both Rage and Lash, so the chances of having a combat trick is pretty high. I have the haste to retreat though, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and block with my Palace Guard. And then I'll see what I end up doing afterwards. But here I'm fine with just blocking here. And if my opponent does have a Rage or Lash, I haste to retreat. That goes back to his hand, and he gets to lose whatever trick he had. Yep, there's that Rage, and we just go ahead and haste to retreat. Doesn't get to draw a card because I blocked. Hey, Nebri, how's it going? Glad you could stop by the stream. Normally I have a webcam, but I'm in a different location right now. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? We're gonna go ahead and recall Ancient Chant, because there's nothing much better to do. I'm happy with my hand. We'll go ahead and attack with Palace Guard first on our turn. If we can connect with both our champions, then we have Flash Fire to end the game. Or even just a Palace Guard because we have Plague as well. Alright, Flame striking it, wow, okay. Alright, so we'll attack with the Wolf. And then I'm probably just gonna like demonic or demon breach. Right? Let's see. Alright, no, he has a watchful gargoyle in his discard pile, and I have all this. We are gonna Army of the Apocalypse. Whoosh. So that's probably the best Army of the Apocalypse I've ever gotten off. But that was really good. And I don't even have Amnesia in my deck. um, so he's in trouble. He's taking it. Wow. Okay. We are over. You definitely don't want to take it there because you're just gonna die. Alright. Hopping into a constructed game we got going on against this burn deck. I think we're just gonna drain Essence these Raptors. I gotta stay with my life total pretty high. And then we'll go ahead and open up this draft that Jay sent me. Here we're gonna take the Wither. Having 0 cost removal is just really important for our deck. Here we're taking Winter Fairy. It's just so good at establishing the board, and then it's between Pyromancer, Divine Judgment, and Watchful Gargoyle. Like, this pack is pretty loaded. We're gonna go ahead and take the Pyromancer, but I'd like any of those cards. Here we're gonna take the Triceratops. Just get our board development early on in the draft. Feels pretty good. That's true. Alright, wow. We are getting these crazy packs. So we're gonna take the Sea Titan. It's so strong, but that's gonna be like the last slow champion I want to see for quite a while. Apocalypse, Ogre Mercenary, and Eraser are also great. I'm gonna guess Jay's taking Apocalypse and Ogre Mercenary. The Apocalypse is gonna help answer my Sea Titan, and then the Ogre is just an Ogre. So he passed me one board clear, I passed him one board clear. We're just all friends here. Alright. Oh, we picked up another Drain Essence. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and just slam out this Memory Spirit, get back that Drain Essence. Just staying alive against Burn is really important. Alright, speaking of Drain Essence, we're getting that against Jay. And I think we're leaning towards this Forked Lightning kind of aggro going on. Here we're taking Zombie Apocalypse. I wouldn't mind a pack Alpha, but it's another slow champion. And it does establish the board nicely, but it is another slow champion, so we're taking the Zombie Apocalypse. It's an off-turn board clear, which is always fantastic. Here we're taking Strafe and Dragon Hurricane, so we're going to commit to this wild. We also have 4 evil cards, so like working towards the Angel of Death wouldn't be the worst choice. But I think that going wild aggro is going to pay off really well since we got the Drain Essence already. We did pass Inner Peace in a mediocre pack, so I think Jay's probably going to take the Inner Peace, but that's okay. Here we got Thought Plugger, so we're really happy with this draft so far. Our deck is looking pretty good, pretty strong. Alright, back to this game. Alright, he drew 2 cards with Rain of Fire and then tried to play a Muse. That's so amusing. That's why I kept a Force Mage in hand. Alright, we're taking Brave Squire, and then I'm leaning towards that Angel of Light. Don't need the Ceasefires, don't need an Unquenchable Thirst. Here, we're looking at Hasty Retreat, Worm Hatchling, Crystal Golem, all of which are pretty darn solid. We have... What do we have already? We have a lack of zeros. That's what we have already. So it's between Hasty Retreat and Worm Hatchling in that case. And if I'm going aggro, I really don't want my opponent having Hasty Retreat. But I also really like this Worm Hatchling fitting into my deck. We'll take the retreat though. Oh, I had a draft with Nebri apparently. Sounds good to me. Alright, we got a Jungle Fire, or Rain of Fire, and a Jungle Queen. I'm just looking for some zero cost cards at this point. My deck is so heavy. Alright, draft with Nebri. This pack is pretty good. We're gonna take the Dark Knight. Drinker Blood you only want to pick up if you have the combo already in your deck. Medusa only if you're evil already. So Palace Guard, Resurrection. We don't need a Succubus. Alright, dealing 3 to everything, including me. And then lashing my Memory Spirit. Wow, okay. Alright, so we're just going to play Crystal Golem here. I don't think my opponent's going to be able to kill that without spending effort. Here, we actually want this Rage because we have 0 costs deficiency, right? But we're going to take the Drinker of Blood because we have the Zombie Apocalypse and Wither combo to go with it. We're taking the Warrior Golem. We're not happy about it. And then we have 2 Punishers. How many establishing? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're taking the Gold Dragon over the Sea Hydra. Alright, here we are going to take the, I'll take the Triceratops. I think any of those 3 middle cards was fine. Alright, we're going to attack, Battle Pass, move on to next. We're taking Amnesia instantly. We want the Fireball for our deck, but we want the Amnesia more. Here we're just taking all the 0 cost cards we possibly can. We got 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros now. So like our deck's semi-playable, but not that playable. Not all the zeros are that great. With Nebri, we just took this. We want Rage and probably Frost Giant. Alright. I'm leaning towards Memory Spirit as an off-turn champion, or Thrasher Demon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't have that much wild right now, so Rampaging Worm is looking more promising. Alright, we're taking the Fire Shaman. And then it's between Blue Dragon and Resurrection. I have a lot of high value champions. I think I take Resurrection. Then here, we could take the Rampaging Worm, but that's not that great. I think any of the 3 cards to the left of Rampaging Worm is better. I'm leaning towards the Apocalypse, just make sure I have a board clear. But Pyromancer is also really tempting. We'll take the Apocalypse. Here we're taking Avenging Angel, Ogre Mercenary. I don't want to commit for the Keeper Secrets. Here we're taking Muse for sure. Fills in every role we want. Then we're taking Surprise Attack. And it looks like Gin of Stones, which is fine. We got a few games on hold right now, jeez. Alright, we are starting off our game with Jay. Jay is going first. We don't want this Fire Shaman. Everything else is fine. I guess we could have thrown to Wither since we have all the cards that we want to Wither. But that's okay. So end of turn, Thought Plucker. Our turn, Winter Fairy. Life is good. Alright, we're taking the Brave Squire against Nebri. I don't know. so Jay starts us off with a worm hatchling. It says go. Okay. And we started off with a Winter Fairy. There you go. Oh, wow. We got in for 7, we'll draw 2 cards, and we pass. Like, we're happy. Alright, Jay's drawing 2 on my turn. That's fine. Make sure he keeps his hand size up. Opponent just ends. He only has 4 cards, so we're gonna pluck. We have Haste Retreat as a safety. We've hit the Amnesia, which is huge here, so he's gonna discard thinking he's just gonna recall Lash. And I'm just gonna not let that happen. We'll go ahead and recycle these 2, which are the most valuable final task targets in the discard pile. We're taking Force Mage, then Lying in Wait, probably. Yep. Jay is fireballing my Winter Fairy, that's fine. And attacking with the Worm Hatchling. We're gonna go ahead and Brave Squire here. Alright, Epic Agenda has a pretty good solution to my Thought Plucker, but probably a pretty bad solution to this Muse. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and eat up that Jin. It sounds like Nebri is hosting the other side of our draft. Let me go find his profile real fast. Post that there. Alright, we're gonna go and take this Kong. Surprise attack final task, right? Yeah. Alright, so we are going to take some damage from this, but it means that we're not getting too blown out. We're not spending our gold. So 1 for 1. I take some damage. I keep a human token. Alright, there's that Lord of the Arena. We are getting lorded, I think, unfortunately. We could Memory Spirit. Did I pass both Rage and Lash? I did. I'm gonna pluck. Try and hit something. We did not hit something. We are getting hit by something. Pretty hard. But we'll see what happens. Looks like he's had a slow game, or a slow hand. Alright, he's Memory Spiriting. Back the Flash Fire. We'll pass. Here, we'll take that Flash Fire. Oh, I have to block. What am I doing? Oh no. What am I doing? Oh no. Oh, I did that at the wrong time. Whoopsies. He has the answer to my Thought Plucker without my choice. He did have the lash. Brutal. Alright, we're taking that haste retreat and the rain of fire. That is absolutely brutal. My game with Jay just went from being in a pretty good spot to a pretty bad spot. I guess we could hit like Avenging Angel or Angel of Light to be in a slightly better spot. Oh, and he's not done. We can't go to 5, can we? Oh no. We're gonna... Ah, jeez. What's the difference between 5 and 8? It's relevant enough. Just take 2 from that. I will play the Muse. And then we're gonna go ahead and Hurricane. And end. Take this Amnesia. Take Plague, Zombie Apocalypse. Having Lash in here is really good. I'm gonna take the Lash. Spike Trap. Toss the things that he could final task. Oh, Jay did have the 8. Wow. That's insane. I guess I could have blocked with Muse, but that was so greedy. Like, yeah, if I block with Muse, then I still have Hurricane on my turn. I guess I should have. It was close. I'm taking the Jungle Queen Ice Drake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not really always gonna hit, but it could. So this game, Epic Agenda is not looking like he's in a good spot. I'm gonna pluck him again this turn after he kills my Muse. That's real good. Wither or Guilt Demon? We have Amnesia. We take the Wither. Alright, we do not have evil, so we're not a Necromancer Lord, but we are Drain Essence. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slow champions, so we don't want this blue dragon, so we'll take the Corpse Taker. Here we'll take the Thought Plucker. Be pretty happy about that one. We are getting really lucky about our Thought Pluckers every turn, every draft. Which I am not going to complain about. I'm just kind of waiting on these games. Don't want to start another, because both these opponents were mostly active. 6, 7, 8 wild cards. We can make it work. Alright. Strafer Dragon's a 6/6 airborne blitz, anyways, with ambush. Alright, I am going first. How do I feel about this hand? I think this Ogre Mercenary needs to go, and otherwise I am completely fine with it. I play Dark Knight, swing, and pass. Don't need to use the Kong. Again, Nevery is streaming. I posted the link in the chat. And I will also post it in the video description for the YouTube video. Alright, back to Nevery's game, and we got a challenge. Alright, so we're going to throw the Ogre Mercenary. We don't want cards with Recycle generally in our starting hand. Alright, and we swing. Alright, and we got another challenge from Jay, so we're going to do this. Hopefully it's a small bit less quick than last time. Oh, wow. We're going to take the Kong. We're taking Sea Hydra. Then we're between Demon Breach and Mighty Blow. We're going to take the Mighty Blow, try and blow Jay out with it. We're going to take this T-Rex. We're going green. We may regret that decision at some point soon, but we're going green. Alright. Nevery is eating 5, and I'm passing. Memory Spirit, Angelic Protector. Both better than Lurking Giant. So as green as I am going good color, good cards, strong cards. Erase Corpse Taker, erase Corpse Taker. Corpse Taker seems like it's getting a lot of strong cards already. But erase is really great, so we're taking erase. We'll take Divine Judgment and Apocalypse. Here we're gonna take the Wave of Transparency. Have I passed any board clears? No, so I am gonna take the wave, but I want the Guilt Demon and I want the Ice Drake. Here we're gonna take Gold Dragon and Transformation, I think. Soul Hunter's tempting, but like it's not that great. Especially after passing a Guilt Demon. Here we're gonna take Winter Fairy, I think. Jungle Queen. They're both really good cards in this deck. Cave Troll. That's a 0 cost that does good things for my green. We're taking Brave Squire, and then I guess like People's Champion. I don't know, something I don't want to take People's Champion. So slow. Maybe the Risen? It's not great. We're gonna take the Risen. Alright, wow, Lightning Storm, Voice Mage, Spike Trap, we're taking Voice Mage, but I'm not too happy about it. Like, I want those cards. We're taking Pyromancer and Worm Hatchling, and we are happy about those. Oh wow, we got lots of zeros coming in. We'll just eat 2. Whether... Yeah. Dark Knight, and then, Hunting Raptors. Triceratops or Rage? Let's see. I think we're leaning towards the Rage. We're taking Word of Something. Probably not White Knight. We probably Faint. Alright, Never's Ending. Cool. Here we're taking Amnesia. Oh, passing Flame Strike. No. This deck's really fast. Maybe we don't even need the Amnesia. How much life gain did we pass? Not very much at all. I don't think he can survive to use Amnesia if I take the Flame Strike, so we're gonna take the Flame Strike. I think this deck's so aggressive. Pegasus or Ogre? I think it's gonna be Pegasus. It goes well with my Pyromancer. That's value right there, I swear. Juggernaut is looking like the pick. Maybe Ceasefire. We have a lot of slow champions, probably Ceasefire. But my opponent not get Ceasefire is more important. We got Thoughtblinker. What the heck did Jay take? I'm not too sure. We don't want this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wild, 10 wild. Maybe we're taking Burrowing Worm. We don't have Surprise Attack, but we do have Jungle Queen. Wait, do we have Jungle Queen? Is that a different draft? That's a different draft. Probably lying in wait then. Could probably get a Earthside Assault with the Thoughtblinker. We'll take lying in wait, be safe-ish. I'm going first. This hand sucks for going first. He spent his gold. What do I do? What do I do? We'll just take 2. And then we'll surprise. Sea Titan seems really good here, actually. Bounce that Winter Fairy. Grab the tempo. Alright, we can toss the Avenging Angel, keep the Kong, keep the Angelic Protector. Alright, we drew the Worm Hatchling, life's good. We're all set. Nothing to fear but fear itself. Alright, Leper's game. We got 6 tokens. Can I kill 6 tokens? Nope. He can just jump block. I cannot lash my thing. I think I might lash my Dark Knight though. And then just like recall it. I think I'll be taking some damage. He'll be taking lots of damage. And I've got a Drain Essence to undo the damage. Thrasher Demon. Do I pluck? I think I pluck. And then I'm gonna Final Task pluck on my turn. Just if it dies. Or maybe even if it doesn't. Maybe I like kill it and then Final Task it. Just for like salt in the burn, salt in the wound. Alright, three damage airborne. That's fine. Let's see. Alright, he's passing? Cool. I'll swing. I'm fine lashing and having it blown out by something. I have lying in wait, so it's not that big of a blowout probably. Could bring it up to 13 damage if I wanted, but that seems a bit risky. Alright, Jay is Nest ending. We're just fine with that. You know, like, there's not that many scenarios where this is just gonna be bad. And having a 6/6 is much better than having a 4/4 when you attack. He's just trying to. Do I have haste to retreat? I do. I just relash from the 4. Seems fine. Let's do it. Or put him to 5. My mistake. Not that big of a mistake though. Heavy flash fires now. That means he had way too many flash fires. It also means that I'm fine. I think he'll be at 2 cards. I'll Final Task. He's in trouble. Alright, 5 health. What's he doing? He's attacking me for 3. You can attack me for 3 all you would like. Board clear? Maybe I'm supposed to recall Lash when he attacks. I have amnesia. Good secret keeper. Sure, board clear me. Do it. Oh. Yep. Sure. White dragon, okay. I think I use my Apocalypse draw. Okay, so Epic Agenda had nothing to do that turn. I'm gonna hit the flash fire so we can't memory spirit again. And then we'll attack. Alright, never clearing the board. Playing the white dragon, drawing 2 cards because of the ancient chant getting recycled. And ending the turn. We'll just draw 2. Hunting raptors. It's Flame Strike, and what's the other one? Fire Shaman. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and final task, the Thought Plucker. He discards 1, I attack, he discards the other. Then I like double wither this. And then I win. Alright, so I do have some background noise. Alright. Alright, Never. You get all the value in the world. I have Kong. Sure, discard your Fire Shaman. Or, no, you have to go through all the steps. Yep, discard Fire Shaman. Discard your Flame Strike. Whoa. Okay, taking 4. I think not. Battle Pass. Alright, we'll attack, get rid of Flame Strike, I suppose. I don't know. Go ahead and double wither that. We'll attack. And we don't have lethal. Alright, I'm surprised that Epic Agenda hasn't really conceded yet, but I'm not that surprised. Alright, we're gonna erase our Guild Demon, and play a Muse. We're gonna attack separately with our Muses to start things off. We have a Juggernaut to end it, but we need confirmation that we don't just lose it somehow. What can I final task? Nothing special. We'll go ahead and attack, and then we'll recall our Lash after blocks. And see if he has an answer to that. Probably will. Alright. He spent his gold. What's he gonna do? Thought Plucker plucked someone's thoughts. I think lashing here means I don't get the kill, so I won't lash. I'll just get value. Or why'd I end? I need to wither that Muse before it gets out of hand. That being said, I could just draw a Drinker. Oh, there you go. Alright, I have Drinker in here. Right? Maybe I don't. Huh. I thought I had a Drinker Blood in that deck. It's no worries. We got this game going. He banishes my Lash, banishes my Jungle Queen. Wither the heck out of that. And pass. Worm Hatchling. I have the haste retreat, so I'm not very afraid. Alright, now I just need to hit some green cards. Oh, what's he playing? Uh-oh. What's he playing? Lord of the Arena. You can draw a card. Let's just go for it. Alright, let's see. Okay, he blocked. He had it. Alright, he has a high kick. He shows me the People's Champion and that. Okay. Could block with Ice Drake. Or we could just draw two. I'm just gonna draw two. We just need to hit a couple green cards. So we're just gonna try and hit a couple green cards. Alright, Jay. Drew some cards, ate some damage. Played a Winter Fairy. We're gonna go ahead and draw some cards as well. Nice, I like drawing cards. Five damage. Ouch. Alright, my turn. I'm gonna finish your discard pile. Recycle. Or that corpse taker actually got us the loyalty. Or I can just recycle into it. That's fine. Gotti. We'll swing with Worm Hatchling first. We can Mighty Blow it. I don't think it's necessarily right to do, but it would be pretty spicy. That's from Nebri. It's a GG. Let's see. So we Mighty Blow, and then he can play not Transform, not Erase, not Lying in Wait. It'd have to be like Banishment. so much damage. It's 18, so it's 15 damage. Oh, that's so much. Let's do it. Let's do it. See what he can do. Oh, he has the haste surgery. Oh no. Darn. Well, he'll spend his gold on my Kong still. And his fairy's gonna go ahead and connect with me next turn, which feels bad. Oh, okay. So we could even wave next turn, avoid the fairy draw, keep him on 6 cards. It's kind of important. I'll play this. There you go. So I don't think I'm gonna play that draft against Nebri on stream. Just gonna kind of wind down a little. Get this game over with, and then probably call it for the night. Because I am getting kind of exhausted. Yeah, we're just waiting for Jay. I'll give him about 2 more minutes to respond to this game, and then if nothing's going on, I'll probably call it a night. Alright, Jay plays a Angel of Death, clears the board. I'll play a Thought Plucker. It's not really to get at his hand, but just because it's probably the most solid play I have this turn. And it will bait his gold next turn so I can Gold Dragon. Or potentially will be his goal next turn. Yeah. Alright, so we're coming in with the top clicker, seeing if he has an answer. If not, we're feeling pretty good. If he does, then we'll see how we're feeling. Alright, we're feeling pretty bad. That was the best answer he could have gotten. So now we'll try and clobber him with a Dark Knight. He's just taking it. Let's see. He's got 6 cards. I've got 5. I don't really want to play this Gold Dragon. I don't really want to leave his Angel of Death up. Not in a great spot. We're playing the. We're playing Feint. I'm just trying to pass. Probably play the Pegasus. Show him we have a blocker. Let him kill it if he really wants to connect, and then Angelic Protector. Great. Yeah, we'll play the Pegasus. What does my deck have? Does my deck have Final Task? My deck does not have Final Task, so we're gonna get rid of Kong and Thought Blocker. And we will end. Alright, so we got a couple choices here. We could either block the Angel of Light with our Angelic Protector, which will be the only opportunity we have to kill that with this, or we stop one more damage and block the Angel of Death. We could also wave a transformation. I'm just gonna play the Protector, target itself, eat this, see what happens. We have Brave Squire to block anything on the ground. We're eating 6 from this, so we're not in the best shape, but we have a lot of the burns, so we don't have to worry as much. yeah, we're blocking. Right. Nom 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 nom. We're eating that, unfortunately. Oh, that's not what I want to see at all. Neither is that Drain Essence. Or Murderous Necromancer, really. Did he just draw two? Yeah. Alright, we'll attack. Right. Yeah, it's too late now, but I think that's right. Probably Gold Dragon first. So what, we're gonna wave on his turn, I guess? He's just gonna draw two more. You know what? We know about the Drain Essence, we're going for it. He already played Haste Retreat. We got a couple challenges from people. I'll accept these challenges, but I'm not gonna play them on stream. It's just getting a bit too late for me. I'll just make a pick in the draft, make it easier for later. He's Drain Essencing my other dude. Which is fine by me. We're both at high life totals. He's gonna Necromancer Lord something. And then I'm gonna just Wave Transformation, I think. He may just draw two though, which is fine. We'll take these. Again, this one's not gonna be completed on stream. It's just while I wait. Alright, let's hop in with Jay. Try and finish this up. Keep getting dings. Alright, he drew two, right? Yeah. So strong. He drew 4 cards off that Necrolord. I have to wave, right? Or I guess I didn't. No, I didn't. That was too fast. Too fast of play. Going down to 19 isn't that relevant. And now he's going to play a Murderous Necromancer and have a huge board state on me. What can I even draw? I'm not sure. Let's see what these things are on about. Okay. Alright, we are getting beaten up by Jay. That is what's happening here. We are getting beaten up hard. Wow. Alright, what can we even do with this memory spirit? I don't know. We want to be eating his face. That's what we want to do. Alright, so we're gonna memory spirit block, and then we'll have a Brave Squire to block that. Our turn we'll play a T-Rex. I don't know. I don't know how we're doing this. Hunting Raptors would be a great draw. Alright, he's playing that first. Alright, oh, we're just gonna get the Brave Squire. Do I have Lash? No, does he have Lash? Maybe. Yeah, we'll do it to the human token. So now I can rage it if he lashes. Kill it. This draft, we're taking the Lightning Storm or the Ogremerk. I want the Ogremerk, but I have so much recycle already. We're taking Lightning Storm. We'll take Wave of Transformation, Blue Dragon. We'll be happy about both of those. Yes, please, thank you. We'll block. He has a gold up, which sucks. He's gonna play Juggernaut. He's gonna wreck my face. I actually remember that he has Juggernaut. What else does he have? He did. Showed Steel Golem Juggernaut. Great, Steel Golem's gonna wreck my face. I am in for a beating. Wither and Die. This is random 30. My turn. This sucks. This is fine. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Yeah, there's the Juggernaut. There's a Genesans and Steel Golem. He's gonna swing 9. I'm gonna eat it. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna play games until the game with Jay is over. I don't know. Strafing Dragon looks alright. Plague looks pretty good too. We'll take Strafing Dragon. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Alright, Jay's ending. We're cool with him ending. The heck? Oh yeah, he has too many cards. I will swing 5 airborne. Right. Yeah. We'll rage after he blocks, and then he'll do something to that. If he doesn't do something, we'll be pretty happy. But like the chances of him not doing something is pretty low. He's got a billion cards. Ancient Chant, the ultimate counter to Psi Assault. Curious to see what Jay has. So now T-Rex is offline, and that's where the summoning hits something green. Which kind of really sucks, but so goes. answer. Let's see how this draft is. We want this, and we want this. We want this. I could turn that into a wolf. We're just gonna draw 2. Fine with eating 5. It's a pretty good draft. It's like a blue-green deck that's pretty nutty. Watchful Gargoyle, he's just trying to draw. Amnesia me stops my word of something. Oh. Cool. We got there. That was close. Oh. That was really close. Alright guys, that's going to conclude the stream for the night. Thanks for watching. It sounds like I'm going to be moving from Thursdays to another day. I am not 1000% sure what day that is going to be yet, but I probably won't be on this Thursday, unfortunately. So I will try and get a date as soon as possible. Otherwise, I will see you next stream, and I will be posting about that. Thanks for watching. Hit the follow button if you haven't. Look out on the Discord for posts about me streaming, as well as on Facebook.